All right, so you're looking for the best ultra-wide monitor in 2025.
Buckle up.
We've got your deep dive into the top contenders across price points and needs.
Whether you're a hardcore gamer, a creative pro, or just someone who loves an expansive view,
We'll help you find the perfect fit.
let's jump in.
Let's kick things off with the Dell Alienware AW3423DWF, our pick for best ultra-wide monitor overall.
Yeah, this 34-inch ultra-wide gaming monitor
Yep.
offers stunning picture quality, deep blacks, vivid colors, all thanks to its QD-OLED panel.
Okay, color me intrigued, but what exactly is QD-OLED?
Think of QD-OLED as like a supercharged version of OLED, like a spotlight compared to a regular light bulb.
Right?
You get those same inky blacks, but with even more vibrant and lifelike colors.
Gotcha. So it sounds like the AW343DWF would be fantastic for both gaming and enjoying movies or shows.
Right.
What else makes this monitor stand out?
Where it really shines is in gaming.
Okay.
It has near instantaneous response time, so you won't see any motion blur or ghosting, even in the fastest-paced games.
Okay, and how about the refresh rate?
165 hertz refresh rate, meaning the image updates super smoothly, giving you a serious edge in competitive gaming.
165 hertz. That sounds incredibly fast.
Yeah,
But would I even notice the difference unless I'm, a pro gamer?
that's a fair question.
Yeah.
While the difference between, say, 60 hertz and 165 hertz is definitely noticeable, especially in fast-paced games, it might not be as crucial if you're mainly playing casual games or using the monitor for work.
So it's something to consider based on your, gaming style and needs.
Exactly.
Now, are there any downsides to this monitor? What's the catch with QD-OLED?
Well, one thing to watch out for with QD-OLED and OLED technology in general is the risk of burn-in.
Burn-in.
This can happen if you leave a static image on the screen for too long,
Oh.
like a game HUD or a taskbar.
Gotcha. So, if I accidentally left my game paused overnight, I could end up with, a permanent ghost image.
Yeah, burn-in can be a real pain.
But luckily, manufacturers are building in features to help mitigate the risk.
Okay.
The AW3423DWF, for example, has an OLED care routine that helps refresh the pixels and prevent burn-in.
So it requires a bit of maintenance,
A little bit, yeah.
but it sounds like it's worth it for those incredible visuals.
It is.
So to summarize, the Dell Alienware AW3423DWF is a top contender for the best overall ultra-wide monitor.
It is.
With its stunning QD-OLED display, lightning-fast refresh rate, and near-instantaneous response time. It's a gamer's dream, but you do need to be mindful of the potential for burn-in.
Right.
To learn more about the Dell Alienware AW3423DWF, click the link in the description.
Now let's shift gears and talk about a monitor that strikes a great balance between gaming performance and everyday usability,
Okay.
without the premium price tag of the QD-OLED. The LG 34GP83AB.
All right, versatility is key.
Yeah.
Tell me more about what makes the LG 34GP83AB such a great all-around option.
Well, first off, it has a 3440 by 1440 resolution.
Which is like having a ton of extra space on your desktop.
Gotcha.
You can easily have multiple windows open side by side without feeling cramped.
So you're saying I won't need to squint to read text, but my graphics card won't burst into flames trying to render everything.
Exactly.
Perfect.
And speaking of performance, the LG 34GP83AB has an overclockable refresh rate
Okay.
of up to 160 hertz over DisplayPort.
Okay, so still super smooth, just not quite as high as the Alienware.
Right.
Overclockable. That sounds a bit technical.
Yeah.
What does that mean for someone who's not like a hardcore techie?
Basically, it means you can push the refresh rate a bit beyond the factory settings,
Okay.
squeezing out a little extra performance.
Gotcha. So it's like a little bonus for those who want to get the most out of their monitor.
Exactly.
What else makes the LG 34GP83AB stand out?
Well, it also has wide viewing angles.
Okay.
Which is great if you're sharing your screen with others or just want to be able to see the screen clearly from different positions. Plus, it's bright enough to combat glare in most rooms. Okay. And it even has a couple of USB-A ports for connecting your devices.
It sounds like the LG 34GP83AB is ticking a lot of boxes.
It is.
But I imagine there are some trade-offs compared to the Alienware, especially considering the price difference.
Of course.
Yeah.
While it's still a fantastic monitor, the LG 34GP83AB uses an IPS panel, which doesn't have the same deep blacks and vibrant colors as the QD-OLED panel in the Alienware.
Gotcha.
Also lacks some of the more advanced gaming features,
Okay.
like a super low response time.
So if I'm really serious about image quality and competitive gaming, I might want to splurge on the Alienware.
Yeah.
But for everyday use and a more balanced approach, the LG 34GP83AB sounds like a great option.
Exactly.
It's all about finding the right balance for your needs and your budget.
Right.
If you're intrigued by the LG 34GP83AB, we've got a link in the description with all the juicy details.
Now, not everyone has a ton of cash to drop on a monitor.
True.
What if you're looking for something more budget-friendly?
What if we are?
Well, for those on a tighter budget, the Dell S3422DWG is a fantastic contender.
Okay, budget-friendly is always music to my ears.
It is.
Tell me more about what makes the Dell S3422DWG stand out in its price range.
Well, this 34-inch monitor features a VA panel, which is known for its high contrast ratio.
Okay.
That means you'll get those inky blacks and bright whites, making movies and games look more dramatic. It also gets surprisingly bright in HDR mode.
HDR, can you break that down for me? What does HDR actually do?
HDR, think of it as a way to expand the range of colors and brightness that a monitor can display.
Yeah.
It's like the difference between, say, looking at a photo and seeing the actual scene in real life.
Okay, cool.
HDR content can look incredibly realistic with more detail in the highlights and shadows.
So it's a way to make everything look more lifelike and vibrant.
Yeah, exactly.
That sounds pretty cool.
Now back to the Dell S3422DWG. It also comes with a built-in USB hub with 4 USB-A ports.
A USB hub built into the monitor. That's a nice touch, especially if you're tight on desk space. It sounds like the Dell S3428DWG is packing a lot of value for its price.
It is.
But I'm guessing there are some compromises to keep the cost down.
There are.
Yeah.
While the VA panel offers great contrast, it has narrower viewing angles compared to IPS panels.
Okay.
So it's not ideal for sharing your screen with others,
Right.
as the colors can shift a bit if you're not sitting directly in front of the monitor, and the motion handling isn't as good as the LG 34GP83AB.
Okay.
So you might notice a bit more blurring in fast-paced games.
So it's not perfect, but for the price, it sounds like a great option for those who prioritize contrast and value.
It is.
If the Dell S3422DWG piques your interest, click the link in the description for a closer look.
Now let's talk about something for those who want to go all out.
Okay.
Super ultra-wide.
Super ultra-wide.
What have we got for gamers who want to feel truly immersed in their virtual worlds?
I'm ready.
If you're ready to take your gaming experience to the next level, the Samsung Odyssey OLED G9 G95SC
Okay.
is in a league of its own. This massive 49-inch super ultra-wide monitor with its 32.9 aspect ratio and curved screen
Wow. 49 inches.
practically wraps around your field of view.
That's like having two monitors glued together.
It is.
Isn't that a bit overkill for most people's desks?
You're not wrong.
Yeah.
You definitely need a spacious desk for the Odyssey G9.
Yeah.
But for sim racing, flight sims, or open world games, it's an absolute game changer.
Okay, I can see the appeal for certain games,
Yes.
but that much screen space? It must be demanding on your graphics card.
It is.
What kind of hardware do you need to power this beast?
You'll definitely need a beefy graphics card to drive the Odyssey G9's 520 by 1440 resolution, especially if you want to take advantage of its 240 Hz refresh rate.
All right, so it's a high-end monitor for a high-end setup.
It is.
What about the display technology? Does it use the same QD-OLED as the Alienware?
Actually, the Odyssey G9 uses a standard OLED panel.
Okay.
Don't let that fur you. It still delivers those incredible deep blacks, vibrant colors, and stunning contrast that OLED is known for.
So it's a visual feast, but with a different flavor than the QD-OLED.
Exactly.
What are the key differences between the two?
Well, while both QD-OLED and OLED offer stunning visuals,
Yeah.
QD-OLED generally has a slight edge in brightness and color volume, meaning the colors can appear even more vibrant and punchy.
Okay.
However, standard OLED is often praised for its slightly more natural and accurate color representation.
So it's a subtle difference, but something to consider depending on your preferences.
Right.
What else makes the Samsung Odyssey OLED G9 stand out?
Well, it's packed with features, including exceptional color accuracy, HDR support, support and a sleek, futuristic design.
Okay.
Plus, it gives you access to Samsung's online gaming hub, similar to what you'd find on their smart TVs, with streaming services and cloud gaming capabilities.
So it's not just a monitor, it's a complete entertainment center.
It is.
But with all these bells and whistles, it must come with a hefty price tag.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. It's a premium product with a premium price.
Okay.
And it also has a limited selection of ports compared to some other options.
Gotcha.
But if you're looking for the most immersive gaming experience possible, and money is no object, the Samsung Odyssey OLED G9 is a top contender.
It certainly sounds impressive. To learn more about the Samsung Odyssey OLED G9, click the link in the description.
Now, I'm curious about ultra-wide monitors for productivity.
Okay.
What would you recommend for someone who spends most of their day working from home?
Great question.
For home offices, the Dell UltraSharp 38 USB-C hub monitor or the U3824DW is a fantastic choice.
Okay.
This 38-inch ultra-wide offers excellent multitasking capabilities and superior contrast thanks to its IPS black panel.
IPS black.
Plus, it has an array of ports to connect all your devices.
Okay, we've talked about IPS and OLED, but what makes IPS black special?
IPS black panels are a newer technology that offer the best of both worlds. You get the wide viewing angles and accurate colors of IPS, but with significantly deeper blacks and better contrast, approaching the levels of OLED.
So it's like a step up from regular IPS, bridging the gap to OLED.
Exactly.
That sounds promising.
And with its 38-inch screen, the Dell UltraSharp 38 gives you tons of space to spread out your work.
Okay.
You could easily have multiple documents, spreadsheets, or browser windows open side by side without feeling cramped.
I can see how that extra screen real estate would be a game changer for productivity.
Right.
What about connectivity? You mentioned it has a good selection of ports.
It's a true connectivity hub.
Yeah.
It has DisplayPort, HDMI, and USB-C, so you can connect laptops, desktops, and other devices with ease. It even has a built-in KVM switch.
Okay, you're going to have to explain that one. What's a KVM switch? Why would I need one?
A KVM switch is like a command center for your desk.
Okay.
It lets you control multiple computers with just one keyboard and mouse.
Gotcha.
No more swapping cables.
That sounds incredibly convenient. It is, especially for someone who works with multiple devices.
Exactly. So you could have your work laptop and your personal desktop connected to the same monitor.
Okay.
And seamlessly switch between them.
That's really cool.
Yeah.
Are there any other features that make the Dell UltraSharp 38 stand out for home office use?
It also has built-in speakers, which can be handy for video calls or listening to music while you work.
Okay, so they're not audiophile quality.
They're not audiophile quality, but they get the job done.
Built-in speakers are always a nice bonus, even if they're not top of the line.
Right.
Are there any downsides to this monitor? What's the catch?
There are a couple of minor drawbacks.
Oh.
The height adjustment mechanism can be a little clunky.
Right.
And it lacks HDR support, which some users might miss.
Okay.
But overall, it's an excellent choice for a home office.
To learn more about the Dell UltraSharp 38 USB-C hub monitor, click the link in the description.
Now, we've covered home offices, but what about creative professionals?
Yeah.
Who need a top-of-the-line ultra-wide monitor for demanding tasks, like photo and video editing?
What about them?
Well, for creative workloads, the Dell UltraSharp 40 curved Thunderbolt hub monitor, or the U4025QW, is an absolute beast.
Okay.
This 40-inch monitor boasts a ridiculously high resolution of 520 by 2160.
Wow. 5120 by 2160.
Delivering incredibly sharp and detailed visuals.
That's a lot of pixels. Why is such a high resolution so important for creative work?
Think of it this way. The more pixels you have, the more detail you can see.
Right.
For photographers and video editors, this means being able to zoom in on images and videos without losing clarity.
Okay.
It's also essential for tasks like color grading, where you need to see subtle variations in color and tone.
So it's all about precision, seeing every nuance of your work.
Exactly.
What kind of panel technology does the Dell UltraSharp 40 use to achieve such incredible detail?
It uses the same IPS black technology as the Dell UltraSharp 38.
Okay, there's that IPS black again.
So you get that same great combination of deep blacks, accurate colors, and wide viewing angles.
Yeah.
And for connectivity, it's an absolute powerhouse.
You're really selling me on this IPS black. Tell me more about why this monitor is a connectivity powerhouse. What kind of ports does it offer?
It has 2 Thunderbolt 4 ports and 6 downstream USB ports.
Wow.
Which is just insane. You
Yeah.
can connect all your peripherals, external drives, and even charge your laptop through the Thunderbolt ports. It's like a docking station built into the monitor.
It sounds like it's built to handle any creative task you can throw at it.
It is.
Are there any areas where it falls short? What are the trade-offs?
Well, like many high-end products, it comes with a high price tag.
Right, that's fair.
And while it does have built-in speakers, they're not the greatest.
Okay.
So you might want to consider external speakers for a better audio experience.
That seems to be a common trade-off with a lot of these monitors.
It is.
You know, they focus so much on the display, and sometimes they skimp on the audio.
That's right.
If you want to take a deeper look at the Dell UltraSharp 40 curved Thunderbolt hub monitor, click the link in the description.
So we've talked about a lot of great ultra-wide monitors so far,
Yeah, we really have.
covering a range of price points and use cases.
We have.
But is there one that truly stands out as the best overall?
Okay, the moment in truth.
If we're talking about the best combination of performance, features, and value, the MSI MPG 491 CQP QD-OLED takes the crown.
Okay, the MSI MPG 491 CQP QD-OLED. What makes this monitor so special?
Well, this 49-inch behemoth combines the stunning visuals of QD-OLED
Okay, you had me a QD-OLED.
with exceptional gaming performance and a price that's surprisingly competitive compared to similar high-end models.
Tell me more about the gaming performance.
Well, it boasts a blazing fast 144 Hz refresh rate and an incredibly low 0.03 meters response time, delivering buttery smooth gameplay
Okay.
and a serious edge in competitive gaming. It's truly a gamer's paradise.
All right, sounds like the MSI MPG 491 CQP QD-OLED is checking all the boxes for serious gamers. But what about other features? Does it have a good selection of ports and connectivity options?
It excels in that area too.
Okay.
You get a great selection of ports, including USB-C with 90W power delivery,
Okay.
which is perfect for charging your laptop or other devices. It also has a built-in KVM switch
Oh, nice.
for controlling multiple computers with one set of peripherals.
So it's a complete package for gamers who want top-of-the-line visuals, performance, and convenience.
It is.
But are there any downsides we should be aware of?
Well, one thing to keep in mind with OLED panels is the risk of burn-in, especially with static elements.
Right, yeah.
The MPG 491 CQP does have an OLED care routine to mitigate this risk, but it requires running the routine regularly,
Okay.
which can be a bit disruptive
Gotcha.
as it temporarily disables the monitor.
So it requires a bit of maintenance to keep it in top shape. Anything else to consider?
Well, while it excels in gaming,
Yeah.
the way it handles non-gaming visuals like text and UI elements might not be as sharp as some other options.
Interesting, okay. Due to the nature of the QD-OLED panel,
Yeah.
it's a minor trade-off,
Yeah.
but something to be aware of.
It seems like every monitor has its strengths and weaknesses, and it's all about finding the right balance for your needs.
Exactly. And speaking of unique features,
Okay.
have you seen any ultra-wide monitors that really push the boundaries of innovation?
Now that you mention it, I've heard whispers of a monitor that can actually bend.
Absolutely.
Is that for real?
If you're looking for something truly groundbreaking, the Corsair Xeneon Flex 45WQHD-240 is a game changer.
Okay.
This 45-inch monitor features a bendable OLED panel,
Wait, a bendable monitor?
allowing you to curve it up to 800R for an immersive experience or flatten it completely for other tasks.
That's mind-blowing. But what's the advantage of having a screen that can curve? Is it just a gimmick?
It's far from a gimmick.
Okay.
Imagine playing a racing sim with the screen curved around you, truly feeling like you're in the driver's seat.
Okay, yeah.
Or for strategy games.
You could flatten the screen for a better tactical overview.
That's starting to make sense.
It's all about customizing the experience to your preferences.
So it's about versatility, adapting the screen to different types of games and tasks.
Right.
What about the display quality itself?
Well, the Xeneon Flex boasts excellent picture quality with rich colors, deep blacks, and accurate color representation.
Okay.
Thanks to its OLED panel. It also has a 240 Hz refresh rate and a lightning-fast 0.03 meters response time.
Okay, so it's no slouch when it comes to performance.
Not at all.
So it's got the speed, the visual fidelity, and the bendable wow factor.
Yes.
But I'm guessing it comes with a premium price tag.
You guessed it. As you might expect for cutting-edge technology, it's an expensive piece of kit.
That's fair.
The bending mechanism, while innovative, can also feel a bit clunky.
Okay, it sounds like early iterations of new tech might have a few kinks to work out.
That's right.
For more details on the Corsair Xeneon Flex 45WQHD-240, click the link in the description.
Now, if you're specifically seeking the best OLED ultra-wide experience,
Okay.
the Samsung Odyssey OLED G9, or the G93 SC, is a top contender.
Okay.
It's the follow-up to the Samsung Odyssey Neo G9.
The one we talked about earlier, right?
We talked about earlier.
The 49-incher.
And it takes things to another level.
Okay, what sets this OLED model apart from its predecessor?
Well, while it retains that impressive 49-inch size and 32.9 aspect ratio,
Okay.
it boasts an even more breathtaking OLED panel.
So it's building on the strengths of the Neo G9, but with enhanced visual fidelity.
Yes.
That sounds pretty amazing. What else is new and improved with this model?
Well, it also has a super fast 240 hertz refresh rate
Okay.
and an incredibly low 0.03 meters response time,
Wow.
making it a speed demon for gaming.
Okay.
Plus, it includes a solid built-in speaker system,
All right, so they finally decided to give us some good audio.
which is a nice bonus.
Yeah.
And offers a ton of customization options to fine-tune your viewing experience.
Well, that sounds like a great option for those who prioritize the best possible image quality.
It is.
But I'm sensing a but coming.
You're right.
What are the downsides?
There are a couple of downsides.
Yeah.
First, it's extremely expensive, even more so than the Neo G9.
Of course.
It also has a limited variety of ports.
Okay.
And some users find the user interface a bit convoluted and difficult to navigate.
That's definitely something to consider.
Yes.
It seems like there's a constant tension between amazing features and the price you have to pay for them.
It's a classic trade-off.
To learn more about the Samsung Odyssey OLED G9, click the link in the description.
So there you have it, our top picks for the best ultra-wide monitors in 2025.
We've covered a range of options from budget-friendly to premium,
We have.
so there's something for everyone out there.
There is.
Remember, the key is to choose a monitor that fits your needs, your budget, and your style.
Choose wisely.
Do your research, compare specs, read reviews, and most importantly, trust your gut.
Exactly.
And with that, we've reached the end of our ultra-wide adventure.
Safe travels.
We hope you found this deep dive informative and helpful in your quest for the perfect ultra-wide monitor.
We hope so.
Happy viewing.